All right, let's kick things off with a story. And fair warning, this one might hit a little too close to home, especially if you're thinking about your future right now. So picture this, right? The year is 2025. You've just graduated, you did everything you were supposed to do, all those late nights studying, the stressful exams, they're finally over. Your family is so proud. They've sacrificed a lot for this moment, and all their hopes are kind of riding on you. You're holding that degree, and man, what a feeling. It's this amazing mix of pure excitement and just relief. The future? It feels like this wide open book, and you're ready to write the first chapter.
So you jump right in, start firing off applications, your resume's looking sharp, and you're feeling pretty confident. Then the first email lands. We regret to inform you. Okay, that stings a little, but you shake it off. But then another one comes, and another. And that initial excitement, it starts to just curdle into this tight knot of anxiety deep in your stomach. You start wondering, what is going on?
And then you get that email, the one that explains everything. And it's a gut punch. It's not you. It's not your grades. It's not your interview skills. It's that the entire game has changed. The very ground you thought you were standing on has shifted. Those entry-level jobs, the ones that are supposed to be the first step, the first rung on the ladder, yeah, they're now being done by AI. And that's the moment it all clicks. This crushing realization that you've been running a race you were basically set up to lose. The system, the education, everything prepared you for a world that, well, it just doesn't exist anymore. It's like you trained your whole life for a marathon, and right as you're about to start, they tell you the finish line is now on the moon. What do you even do with that? So that brings up a huge question, right? How did we get here so fast? I mean, this feels like it came out of nowhere, but the truth is, it didn't. This AI revolution has roots that go back decades. Let's take a quick look at how this all happened.
It really all started way back in 1950 with Alan Turing, one of the fathers of computing, just asking a simple question: can machines think? And for a long, long time, that's what AI was, a slow burn, mostly stuck in research labs. But then the dominoes started to fall. In 1997, IBM's Deep Blue beat the world chess champion. That was a huge deal. Then in 2011, boom, Apple puts Siri in our pockets, and suddenly AI is part of daily life. But the real explosion, 2022. OpenAI launches ChatGPT, and suddenly this insanely powerful tech is available to everyone. The acceleration is just unbelievable.
Think about that. 70 years. That's all it took to go from a philosophical what if to AI models that can convincingly answer that question, and then some. They can create art, write code, have conversations. It's mind-blowing.
Which, of course, brings us right back to that awful feeling from our story. In a world where AI can potentially replace half of all entry-level jobs, what are you supposed to do? Is this it? Are we all just set up to be left behind? Well, I'm here to tell you the answer is absolutely not. Because here's the big twist, the core idea we're going to unpack. The very tool that's causing all this disruption, it can become your greatest superpower. What if you could flip the script? Stop seeing AI as the enemy and start using it as a tool to make you faster, smarter, and way more creative than you ever thought possible. Okay, so to do that, to actually harness this superpower, you need a plan, a new roadmap for this AI age. And that's exactly what we've got, a framework called SPL. It's a simple, step-by-step guide to make sure AI is working for you, not against you.
It's just 4 steps: exploration, skill development, pilot testing, and launch. ESPL. Think of it as your personal roadmap. So let's dive into that first step, shall we?
All right, step 1, exploration. And listen, this is super important. The goal here is not to learn every single AI tool that comes out. You'd go crazy. Instead, the focus is on you. First, get crystal clear on what field you want to be in. Then, take the work you do in that field and break it down into tiny individual steps. For every single one of those little steps, just ask, is there an AI tool that can make this easier? That's it. Do that and you'll end up with a killer list of tools that are actually relevant to you. Okay, so once you've done your exploration, you'll move from this giant, confusing ocean of AI tools to a nice, short list. And that takes us right into step 2, skill development. This is where you focus. You're not trying to boil the ocean, you're just mastering a few powerful skills that really matter. But before we get to the next step, I need to drop a truth bomb on you. Your social media is your real CV today. Seriously, That old paper resume, it's pretty much dead. Think of your LinkedIn, your X profile, whatever. That's your living, breathing proof of what you can do. Keep that in your head because it's absolutely crucial for what comes next.
Which brings us to step 3, pilot testing. This is where the rubber meets the road. You start using those AI skills you've been developing in your actual work. And here's the key. You share the results. Post before and after examples on your social media. Show people, hey, this task used to take me 3 hours. Now with AI, it takes 15 minutes. You're not just telling people you're good, you're showing them you're an AI-savvy pro who gets things done.
And that all leads perfectly into the final step. Step 4, launch. It's time to make your move. Because now you're not just another name on a resume. You've got a proven skill set and a public portfolio that screams efficiency and innovation. You're not just an applicant anymore, you're an asset. You're exactly who companies are desperate to hire. But wait, there's one thing, one skill that underpins this entire framework. It doesn't matter if you're a writer, a coder, a marketer, or an accountant. This is the one skill everyone needs. You have to learn how to talk to AI. It's got a fancy name, prompt engineering, but don't let that intimidate you. All it really means is getting good at writing instructions, or prompts, for AI models like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. It's like learning a new language. The better you can articulate what you want, the better the results you're going to get. It's that simple.
And the difference a good prompt makes is just night and day. Look at this. A generic prompt like, write an email to a client, will get you, well, a generic, pretty useless email. But an expert prompt, something like, act as a senior account manager, write a formal but friendly email. See? You're giving it a role, a tone, a goal. That's when you unlock its real power. This right here is the whole game.
So how do you get really good at this? You need to make a mental shift. Stop thinking of AI as just a fancy Google search. Start treating it like your own personal assistant. A brilliant one, but one you have to train. And the absolute best way to train it is to create what's called a master prompt. This is seriously a game changer, you guys. Here's how it works. First, you literally ask the AI to interview you. Ask it to learn about your goals, your skills, even your weaknesses. Step 2, you feed it your own stuff, emails you've written, posts, anything, so it learns your unique style. Third, you ask it to take all that information and create a master prompt that summarizes you. And finally, this is the magic part, you start every single new chat with that AI by pasting in your master prompt. From then on, it knows you. It knows your context, your goals, your voice. The quality of what you get back is just on another level. And there you have it. You are now equipped to turn this whole AI revolution from something to be scared of into the launchpad for your career. You've got the ESPL framework as your roadmap, and you've got the master skill of prompt engineering as your engine. That scary story we started with, that feeling of being obsolete before you even begin, that does not have to be your story. But look, let's be real. Knowledge without action is just a waste of time. Knowing all this stuff is great, but it's totally useless if you don't do anything with it. The tools are available right now. The roadmap is laid out for you. So the only real question left is, when will you start?